Are we broadcasting now? Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Now, let's see if this works again here. Had to kill the live stream, and unless it's my stupid laptop being messed up again. Oh, there it is. It must have stopped live streaming. Hey, there we go. We're back. Hey, we're back, everybody. Okay, let's get back to harvesting here. Okay, here we go. Back to harvesting. There we go. Hey, stop. Hey, thanks, Ryan. Yeah, the stream did stop. Yeah, I figured that out. But I went on the I checked the PlayStation instead of still streaming. But the YouTube, it went, it stopped. I'm like, oh, okay. So I stopped the live stream on PlayStation and reconnected, and now it's working. That's the first time that ever happened. But technical difficulties, Rich. Hey, we figured it out. It wasn't nothing major, so. My internet could have glitched too, went out for a second. It does that every now and again. It'll go out for like 20 seconds and come right back. Rich, I am switching. I am switching internet anyway, because right now it goes through cable company, and I don't have their cable service. I just use their internet service. I do a lot of streaming channels like Hulu, Netflix, Peacock, stuff like that. Because I can't afford $100 plus internet a month for it'd be like almost $200 for cable and internet. Well, my internet bill used to only be like $35 when I first got it. Then it went up to 50 some dollars, which, okay, yeah, everything else got up. Then it went to 80 some bucks. It went to like $85, but then it fluctuated between $85 and $89 a month. I called, like, when I didn't get my check in the mail, I called to tell them the payment's going to be a little late, which, it's all automated, you don't talk to no one anyway, so I said screw it, and I did find out my balance. It's $109 freaking dollars this month for internet. So I said, screw it. And I switched phone companies from Verizon to T-Mobile, and I can get the internet, high-speed internet, through T-Mobile, added on to my phone bill for $50 a month for high speed. Just the same amount of download speed, everything that I'm paying now for $100 some dollars. So I am switching to T-Mobile within the next day or two here, and when I switch, they said I'll get the modem and router in the mail. It's all one unit. It'll be in the mail. I'll get it in the mail within 3 days. So it's a no-brainer. I'm going to be saving a lot. Like I said, my internet bill is $109 this month, and I'm going to go from $109 down to $50. You know, so. And my cell phone bill now is $74 something a month. That because I had to buy a new phone, so since I switched, and it's $3 and something a month. I think he said $3 and something a month for the phone, but I think it's more like $5 and something or $6 and something for the phone a month. Because my bill is only supposed to be $50 a month plus taxes, and we get service charge for our 911 here, which is our emergency calls. You know, like you gotta call the dispatcher for fire or ambulance or the police or whatever. You know, so it's like a $3 charge now. It's like a $3.99 a month charge now. It used to be $1 a month charge. Now it's like $3 a month. So, and then plus tax on that, and then plus the internet bill, which will be 50 plus tax on that. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking a little over $100 Probably about 130 a month now. But hopefully that the speed of this, of the new internet's gonna be fast enough I can live stream and download and all that stuff. Which it should be, because the megabytes on it is almost, if not better than what I got now. I got the most high speed internet I can get without going to what their next up one is for commercial, like businesses, like internet. And I can't see spending $109 a month just for internet. The reason is because everybody does more like the live stream. They're not paying their $130, $140, $150 a month cable just for cable, and the cable ain't worth it. That's why everybody's been does the live streaming channels like Hulu, Netflix, and Peacock, and all them other ones. Did I lose internet service again? No, because they didn't get black screen. Yeah, I will, Ryan. Hopefully the internet still works. I think my laptop's just being freaking goofy too. Because I'm watching my live stream on my laptop, and it's old. I need a new one. And my desktop, it went. Like, if I watch, the only time I use my computer now is to watch, like, if I'm live streaming, and just so I can watch it. I could use my tablet, but. Because I connect it to the internet on my, I connect it to the internet, so I could use it, but I don't have a stand to put it on. It'd be laying flat, and I'd be like, have to look down all the time. Like right now, I just kind of turn my eyes over, and I can see the screen, But yeah, I'm having a good live stream, I think. It's been fun live streaming tonight. I wasn't going to. Like I said, that glitch thing made me decide to throw it up there and see if other people are having that problem. And then I thought, after I started live streaming, I thought, do it. That's probably. Then I realized it could be just because it's too close. So, what are you gonna do? Like I said, I lost part of a truckload of the spinach, but no big deal. I can throw a government sign down and I'll let the money come in, and then go get a trailer of it and dump it in there if I want, but I won't. I could repay, and I could get the money back for having to sell that building and losing money on the building too and moving it. But hey, it's part of learning the game too. It's I should have saved it before I started dumping it in there. At least I saved it before the trailer was empty. Oh well. At least I saved it anyway. I haven't saved. Yeah, I just saved it when the internet went out. When I stopped live streaming, so. That's why I don't have automatic save on too, for that reasons like that case that happened there. What about? See, I would have filled that truck all the way up, and the truck's laying close to being full yet. So, okay, it goes, I think on yield, I'm saying spinach is the most you get out of all three, out of the spinach, the peas, and the green beans. Green beans is the lowest so far. Peas, you get more. Because when I filled that harvester up, both those loads would fit in that truck. I put in, I think 3 in that truck already, and it's not even full yet. Or did I put 2 in there? I put that whole field in that truck, and it's not even close to being full yet. Yeah, I put 1 in a partial load in that truck because I wanted to start the worker off because it was almost full. When I started the worker off, I didn't want them to go so far and stop while I was getting middle of getting my drinking up and then be sitting there, not just waiting for me to come empty them. So in here too, not that long ago, just to see if it changed the yield bonus on it. Like instead of letting it just putting green beans on top of green beans. I don't know if that has any effect on here or not, because it's for precision farming is not a thing on 25 no more. I know on 22, if you did that, plant the same crop over and over with precision farming, it took your yield away. You had to alternate your crops, but I never used it anyway. So just like season growth, I don't run it either. And I don't run fixed month either. I just let it go, and winter's winter, and the summer is the summer. I have snow turned off. I had it on for a while, and then it snowed so much I couldn't do nothing, and I was like, can't get rid of this stuff, and so I just like, oh, that was the end of the headlands. We're about full. I don't know if we're going to make it down to the end or not. We're going to give her the old Gusto a try. Yeah, we should make it. Maybe. If not, we're going to be dang close. Yeah, we made it. Alright. Now we can empty. Turn this off. We'll get lined up for the next run here. Stuff right about there. Put that up. Come on, where's my truck? Come on. There we go. Hey, thank you. Yeah, everything is going well. Thank you for stopping in. I've never seen you on here before, but thank you very much for stopping in. Greatly appreciate that. Oh, come on, truck. There we go. Okay, why aren't you dumping? Right, because I'm not in it. I get out of the truck and get right back in and it starts emptying. Somebody's playing that one to me. Oh, this game, some of the courts in this game. See, it's still not even full. That was, 2 and a partial one. See, so green beans is the lowest yielding. So now we know that, maybe we will switch and put green beans and spinach in all the time. That means we'll have to. Means we'll just have to either keep this harvester and plant maybe 1 or 2 fields of green beans, or one field and do the rest in, I don't know. This is paid for, so I mean, I don't want to. I'm not gonna get much for it. It's got like all them hours on this thing now, so. But I think green beans does pay out more, like selling them outright instead of like canning them and stuff. So it might all equal out the same eventually. You know what I mean? Because let's see here. Okay, that's bag spinach. Okay. Okay, we'll come up here. Okay. Okay. Peas. Okay, green beans. And 2002 to 2,267. From 2,209 is the lowest to 2,267 is the highest. Okay, now peas, can factory, the regular can factory, 2,162. Oh, yep, that's the highest, and the lowest is 3,061 per liter, from what I can read. There's another one on down here, or a couple more down there. Yeah, that was the lowest. Okay, and then spinach selling it outright is the worst, but you get the more yield, I think. The most yield out of it. So you're looking at okay, 60. $646 and the highest is 684. So yeah, but I got a lot off that, so so it might equal out about the same then. But I know you get more yield off those than the spinach than we are the green beans. The yield was a lot higher. For the same amount of work. Dang, now I wish I wouldn't have messed up on that. And I wouldn't have started that canning nose. Or bagging that spinach. Wish I should just put it all in the silo when I got off all the fields. I can't do that either because the field sizes are different. So that wouldn't be a fair test either. I'm gonna do this off camera. I'll do this off. I'll come on here. I'll start a new map, and I will government sign and get enough to buy the harvesters and plant the fields, do everything to the fields. Like, pick one field and plant green beans in it. Get them, harvest them off, put those in a silo. Come back in, do everything to it again, but plant spinach in it. Harvest it off, put it in a silo. And then do it with the peas the same way. And see which one gets the most yield off the field. And then sell them all at the highest price, whenever the highest price is to sell them. Sell them off, and then we'll know which crops better to do, which are the ones that's better to do. I still think it's gonna be spinach because we got a heck of a lot of spinach off them fields. Like I said, I put two and almost 3 loads of green beans in that trailer. Oh, excuse me. And it didn't fill it. I can put this rest of this. I'm gonna fill this harvester up and probably put it in there. It's all gonna fit in there. But Rich, how much does this harvester hold compared to the spinach one too? That's another thing. Does this hold more? It can't, because if it does, the yield's just not as good. And they both are 100% fertilized and 95% yield bonus. What I'll do is I'll make a video when I do it, and then I'll put it out, and that way everybody can see it. That might be something I do tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wednesday. That's got me puzzling. Now, I bet you, I still think that spinach is the highest so far. I mean, this would harvest this field faster because the width of the header is bigger in it. But yeah, peas is the worst to harvest. It takes you forever to do. I planted peas in this field. It took me forever. It seems like, am I ever going to get to the end? And the harvester doesn't hold as much either. So it's like, it's really bad. That's why it takes us forever, because you're stopping, have to go to get in the truck and bring it over, and well, that one you can actually unload on the go because the spout comes out. So if you had hired to work, you could and ride beside them and just let them empty into the truck if you wanted to. I can't wait to try the doing the corn now. Like making silage now, chopping the corn now. Hopefully the workers do it right, you know. You'll be able to follow them around the headland, you know what I mean? Because they'll take the headland off first. And you'll be able to drive beside them as they're chopping. Has anybody done corn yet? Chop corn yet? Do they actually do that now? Or do you still gotta put your headlands in and... I don't know, because before you had to put the headlands in, then they could go up and down. I've always pulled like the beet harvester, or the beet trailer behind us, the sugar beet harvester trailer, or the sugar beet trailer behind, just the. I had to hook it to the chopper and just pull it behind while I was doing the headlands. So it got full, then I dump it in the trailer. And then go dump that trailer in the bunker and then come back and, you know, till the headlands done. Yeah. We'll find out. I'll live stream it. How's that sound when that corn's ready? I'll live stream it. It'll probably be ready tonight if I skip the night, but I'm not gonna chop it tonight. Maybe I'll do a live stream. Well, tomorrow. Let's see. My landlord's got to come and put a new regulator on from my stove to my gas tank. Off the gas tank to the stove. So, and then my aunt's coming over after she gets off work to go over some, and got George papers. I don't understand what the heck they're talking about. She'll understand it. So she's coming over. I'm gonna read them. So that will be after she gets off work at 4. Yeah, I could probably live stream tomorrow night and we'll chop that corn and see if that works. Let's go a little bit. Let's go one more row. Yeah, this one looks good. Sometimes I do this and like skip a few rows, go down and come back up around. That way you're not turning around and kind of makes it easier. I can do carrots and the parsnips and all that because I got that modded harvester now, where it actually holds, where you don't have to fill up the crates and I miss that big bad bag, the big bad mod too. Off 22 where they held everything, you know what I mean? I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, you could throw them like up on top of the harvester and it would put the beets that right in the bag. I set them in front of the greenhouses, like and the sugar mill and the flour mill. That way, when you're doing your productions, you just pick them bags up, take them over, and empty them into your production. It was a lot faster. And like them open greenhouses where you can have the potatoes. Oh yeah, I love them greenhouses. That's how I kept my potato chip factory going. And the potato soup, I planted enough potatoes. I put them in I put them in one of the bunkers, like the sugar beet bunker. That held it, you could put sugar beets in it and potato at first, then whenever sugar beet, whenever red beets come out and carrots and parsnips come out, they upgraded it. Yep, they updated it, and you could put all of it in them. All the crops would go in it. Then had like the belt system, and then on the back side it had the where you took the product out. Yeah. But them big bags, I liked that mod. That thing was awesome. That and the CSZ pack. Like all the bell forts, all the blue bell forts, and the shovels and that kind of stuff. The big bag handler had the tension straps on it. Great for logging. Mr. Silly P knocked it out of the park. I seen him using that thing. I'm like, yep, I like logging now. Quick way to log in and stuff with that. I did do some logging on here. I haven't used none of the equipment yet. Chainsaw, and used the winch thing that goes on the back of the tractor and pulled them over to my sawmill. And I did one logging contract where you had to haul out the logs. The deadwood, or not the deadwood where you cut the trees, but where you had to go pick up the logs and deliver them to the mill. Yeah, I did one of those contracts. Just earn money. Crops weren't ready, and I feel like skipping the night. So I thought, well, I'll just go do a couple contracts, and that's one of the ones I did. I rented a telehandler, and well, there was a telehandler in the used section, so I got it. Not the one I bought, but a different one. And then I rented that one fork thing that it's a bell fork, but it has tension straps on it. You can pick up logs with it. I rented it in a log trailer and did the contract that way. I haven't tried using none of the crane stuff yet, where you pick it up, like the harvest, like the forwarders, or that truck with the crane on it, where it picks the log up, grab. I've tried none of that yet. I did a lot of baling contracts. I gave them live streamed one baling contract I did. Now I noticed on 25 too, like the smallest bales on 22 and 19, they were all 4,000 liters. Okay. Now your round bales on here are one size weight liters, and your square bales are another size. For the exact same thing, like grass bales and hay bales, they're two different liters now. When you ever use the round bale and the square bale, when you set them both on the lowest setting, I'm like, huh. Like, oh, they changed that. It used to be all the smallest used to be 4,000 liters. Oh yeah, where's the Anderson square baler picker up for, where you drive through and pick the bales up? I want that back. I don't want that round one. I like the square, because I use square bales. I like square bales better. Because you drop them anywhere in the field, they don't roll away. You know what I mean? I got one contract I did. The I, the freaking bell rolled off the field, and I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't say complete. I had to go push the bell back up the hill and back up into the field where it said we're complete. I'm like, that's crazy. It ain't my fault it rolled away. They couldn't square belt it, they wanted it round belt, and I was like, okay. Oh, that's all I had anyway was a round baler. I didn't have the square baler because I didn't have the money to buy a square baler. I rented it. I used their equipment even to do it. Yeah, it's not like you go do the now. It's not like you go you have to go mow it, windrow it, and all that. Now you just go up and just bale it, or just mow it, and that's it. Did quite a few mowing jobs. Oops, I missed some over there. Too busy BS, and I just turned around and come back up the same one, not going back over there and grabbing that. Just told me, hey, ding dong, you should go over there and get that rope. Yeah, that's true. Then that John Deere one, it'll automatically wrap it unless it's you can't turn it off. You know what I mean? The round baler, the John Deere one, it'll automatically wrap it if it's grass. You can't turn that off. You can't turn the wrap off. It'll turn them into it. So it's like, hey, cut that out. I don't want to wrap it. See, before you could turn that wrap off, you could turn it so it wouldn't wrap it off, but you just push out the round, it just drop the grass bale. Yeah, but you still need the net. You still need the net wrap to make the bell so it wraps it. You still have to have the bell wrap. I know you can buy it without. I know you can buy it without the wrap, but there's like, okay, here. Well, where's the baler? Down, 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 down. Okay. Round balers. Okay, see this one here. See, that has the wrapper on the back. Bell. You see, it's on no right now. See? With bell on. Turn. Yeah, okay, so it turns. Entire choice. See, white wrap, black wrap, green, wrap natural green, or empty. Okay, so give empty, but John Deere extra cover or standard wrap. So you put the standard net wrap on. That's what you need. But then you can't take, if you put the standard net wrap on and you want to, then if you want to turn around and put the film baling wrap on, it won't. You can't just switch it too. You gotta have a different hard. You gotta have a different baler because you can't take that wrap off and put the other one back on. uh, I just use a square baler and be done with it. And then if I have to, now if I want to wrap it, then I got the I got the bell wrapper. I got the Anderson bell wrapper, so I just drop the bell and it wraps it, and makes the long square, makes the like the sausage length, so for the square one, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that Anderson, I liked that when that come out in 17. Woohoo, that was great. Pumps and Hoses Seed DLC, come back please. And the AGI pack. Yeah, those were my two favorite mod DLCs we got in 22. The Pumps and Hoses and the AGI pack. Those are my two favorites. I used the crap out of them. Especially on well, Pumps and Hoses, I used that on Valley Fuel Farm. And AGI pack, I used that on Western Wilds. And Pumps and Hoses, I used it on there a couple times too. After I got the farm built up to where I had lots of cows and I had two cow sheds on there producing slurry. So yeah, free fertilizer right there. Once you buy the Pumps and Hoses thing, yeah, it's so awesome. I like it. I'm probably about the only one that really liked it that much, though, probably. Yeah, put the frac tank out there, fill it up. Yeah, take your little frac tank thing out there, set it down, you know, fill it up before you go out to the field. Take it out there, set it down, fill the tanker up full, back the tanker up to where it says overload and into the thing. Hook your hoses and all that line stuff up and just keep going. As that frac tank is emptying, it keeps constantly filling out of the tanker, you know, and you can get a field done that way. I had that system down pat. Where it just dribble barred in, or where it didn't destroy the crops, you could do it, and then the one with the cultivator. I did both. I liked that Pumps and Hoses thing. When it first came out, it was kind of tricky at first to get how to use it at first. Like the air, to blow the air through to clean the hose out. Once I got that figured out, man, it was like, yeah, this is great. I like this. And then the AGI pack, I liked it because, you know, the augers and dumping it in and putting it in the bins that way, flat bottom bins. I like that. Then you can take that one and dump your like your wheat and turn it into seeds, or barley, turn it into seeds, you know. Using that one auger. Those are my two favorite DLCs of that whole thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I used them all. The only one I don't think I used was this self-driving baler, that round baler. I never used it. Or I never used that one harvester where Uh, I don't think we got it on here. That came with that pack with that self-driving baler for the populars. I don't think we got it on here, did we? I'm not sure what that was under now. Was it a baler? I can't even remember. Yeah, 'cause see, there's a self-propelled one. Yeah, this I didn't use that Anderson. That came with the Anderson, or did it? I can't remember now. But that's for the populars. Baler. Did that come with the Anderson DLC? But I know I didn't use that. There was something else that came with that baler that I didn't use. I only downloaded because it was free because I paid for the season pass, you know. So I got all of them, you know. Then everybody liked that. Everybody made a big thing about the Kubota DLC. Yeah, big deal. It's Kubotas. I'm not a big Kubota tractor guy, to tell you the truth. Their skid steer motors are junk. I will say that. Farm Fix and Fabricate, and he'll test to that. Go watch his channel and go back about until like, was it last year, the year before? Go back at least a year and a half, or 2 years ago, he bought 2 of them, and both of them has had 3 motors put in them already, because they're junk. Bought them brand new. They warranted them twice, the motors twice, because they blew up that fast. That's the only reason why I said they kept them, because they warranted the motor when it blew up. I mean, all equipment has their problems, and you can buy something brand new the next day and have a problem with it. Oh, well, that's just my opinion. I don't know. I never owned one, so I couldn't really see whether they're that bad or not, so. I just know Kubota parts are more expensive than like your smaller tractors. Not your big like farm tractors and stuff like that, but like your like home use tractors, like the smaller ones, you know, that have the front loaders and the backhoe digger in the back. Compared to a Mahindra, they are more expensive for the Kubota. The parts are more expensive. Because my best friend, he has a Mahindra. Him and his dad bought one together, and a friend of ours out at camp has a Kubota about the same size, and the parts are his. For his is breaking down. He has my friend hasn't put nothing in that Mahindra yet at all. Other than like your normal oil changes and stuff like that, you know. You gotta change that stuff to make them last, you know. And fuel filters and, you know, that kind of maintenance, regular maintenance stuff. As far as like stuff breaking on it, no. Yeah, it was a big disappointing too on 22 with the versatile tractors. I was all set when they announced we're getting versatile. I was like, yes! And they only showed one at the beginning. Well, could be getting more, and we never did. That was a big disappointment. They have so much line equipment. I mean, big lots of line tractors, and we get one. Two actually. But you know what I mean. Oh, and then we got that mod pack, but that was it. I wanted to do a whole. I thought, man, if they give us that whole lineup, I had it all planned out. I wanted to do a whole farm just with the, you know, the versatile tractors, and then we get the one. And I was like, oh, what a big disappointment this is. No, we're about full. Our tank's about full already. Again. We're gonna have to stop before we get to the end of the field and empty it up because it's not all gonna fit. Wow, look at our fuel. We're about out of fuel. I gotta have a tank. We got enough to do in our field. I got one more field. Just one more or two more? Oh, two more. Because we did this one, we're working on this one, and we got that one and that one. Two more fields to do. We have to throw some go-go juice in her. We have to throw some diesel in her before we finish her up here. We're going to go to the outside in case we... is this the last? Yep, here we go. In case we fill up before we get to the end. That way we're not stuck with the bots coming up and facing in the field. They still be on the outer edge here. Y'all get sick of seeing green beans yet? Hey, just think we got 2 more fields to go. All they did was harvested, you know. Harvesting spinach and green beans. I mean, that first live stream probably went like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. I don't know what time, I don't even know how long it said. A couple hours anyway. Hell damage, hell damage. Yeah, we're full enough. We can turn this off. Get lined up here. Get nice and straight. Stop right about there. Let's bunker up. Tab, tab, tab. Come on, there we go. Come on. Get traction. Let's go. Come on. Swing out here so we can kind of get kind of straight with it. Whoa, she pushed. Now we're stuck. Come on. Oh boy, we're spinning. Come on. Get under. Come on. Come on, empty out. Come on. Walk towards it and it starts unloading. Every time. Say, I didn't even fill it up. Yeah, but the rest of the field's not gonna fit in there, so. Come on, truck. Yeah. Come on. Come on, little doggy. There wasn't a car coming, because I wasn't about to stop. I haven't seen a car on that part of the road anyway. Yes, we are dumping the green beans straight in the old factory here. Now why does that change all the time? Hey, we got look, we got jarred already. Yeah, we got bags of spinach already. Yay, that's quick. Woohoo! I'm liking that. That's quick. I think I might have to change my greenhouses around and put bigger greenhouses in. That's good enough right there. Drop down, come on. Alright, well, we're off to the races again. Here we go. Harvest the rest of these green beans. Maybe do the next field. I don't know. What? I might stream the rest of these doing these. We got soybean field to harvest too up at the second farm too. Now when I leave the game, come back in, I always come out the house at farm 2 instead of down here. I'm like, oh, that stinks. I need to work down there, so. Because that went to my main house now for some odd reason. Of course, I guess that's Walter's house, where Walter's always standing at. The creepy old guy that he is. It's kind of creepy. He follows you around. You know what I mean? He drives through and he turns his head. He turns to wherever you go. I'm like, hey, like, I'm not stopping there. You have to follow me. If you're that lonely and bored, jump in a tractor and go harvest the field. Go do something. It'd be awesome to use them for a worker. Like, hey, go do this. Go, Walter. Go harvest that field. No, he wants you to harvest his fields. Most of his fields are like freaking red beets or something like that. Something you don't have a harvester for. Like, no, I'm not doing it. Yeah, the money's good, but I'm not doing it. Because by the time you lease the equipment, you're not making nothing off of it. Well, actually, it's getting rough looking. Look at the paint coming off the bars and stuff. Got 28, but it's got 30 some hours though by the time we're done. We're changing a lot in real life, but in the game, that's a lot. I know my 7R's up there, and the 8R, it's up there too. Yeah, consider that's not really that much considering I'm doing 1 day months. So, in all reality, that's not really that much. What year am I on, by the way? We'll find out real quick. That's where it tells you the... No, wrong one. There we go. That's on the right one the first time. Come on, no. This, I wish you could like press R2 or R1 to go over instead of having to go all the way up there and do this to get over there. You know what I mean? Time played this session 3 hours and 59 minutes, 205 hours and 34 minutes. So how many years do I have though? It tells you somewhere. I thought I told you on here how many years he did. He was on. Year played 6 years. See, so that's really not that many hours, considering it's probably 5 years I've had this now, so consider 28 hours and almost, yeah, it's really not that much, I guess, if you look at it that way. Heck, there's some months all they did was feed the goats and empty the all the greenhouses out and sold that product and come back down, skip the night and skip the month again because there was nothing to do. I've done that a lot. That's why I went through the years so fast, and that's why my money's only at that, like whatever it is. That and I wasted money. You can survive on this game, really. Just doing the greenhouses. That's it. If you don't want a buku amount of bucks every month, if you just did the greenhouses, put a bunch of greenhouses in, you could survive off them. Yeah, you make good money off them greenhouses. If you only did like one field of crop or something, you know. I don't know if I'm gonna make 2 fields or not. The other 2 fields. Might finish this field and car quits after this. I'm starting to get tired. It is midnight. 10 after. Good morning, everybody. For me, anyway. Bro, I don't consider it morning. I consider it morning until like 6 a.m. or you know, like 5 a.m. and on, you know, but it's really the next day. That's why everybody says, oh, it's morning. No, it's not. It's still nighttime. It's still dark out there. It's still nighttime. It's not morning. That's how I look at it anyway. I mean, yeah, good afternoon, Tuesday afternoon for you, Ryan. Yeah, right? This Tuesday morning here, so, you know. Technically, that's what they call it. I don't consider it morning till, like, it's like I said, till later in the day. Like 5 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that's a little different. You know, that's morning. Maybe even 4 o'clock this morning. I used to get up and go to work every morning at 4 a.m. I don't get home until like 8 o'clock at night. My delivery out driving days. Hey, good money, don't get me wrong. A lot of long hours. About a 2-hour drive to work every morning. So, that was the worst part. Every morning, get up, go to, instead of make a pot of coffee, I go to Sheets. get a cup of coffee there. Get that one drank, stop at the next place on the way to work, and grab another cup. Drink it on the way to work. get to work, pick up my truck, go down to the local Sheets there, fill it up full of fuel, grab a cup of coffee while I was in there, because I got free coffee at that Sheets. They never charged me. Even with my Sheets rewards card, you know, I didn't get free coffees. You know, they never charged me for coffee at all. You know, the manager said, hey, anytime he comes in here, just give him free coffee. He's all right. He gets gas here every morning. Just give him free. He gets fuel here every morning. Just give him free coffee. So, like, I don't pay for it. My boss pays for it. It don't matter. You're the one getting the gas, so you can, or the fuel. You can get the free coffee. I'm like, oh, okay. Worked 4 days a week at that job. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. Worked Thursday, Friday. Had the weekend off. Like I said though, get up 4 o'clock in the morning and don't get home till like 8 o'clock at night. Made for long days. I don't think I could do it nowadays. Catch up on my sleep on from Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. And catch up on sleep on Saturday for Thursday and Friday. Yeah, because you know, I no sooner get home from work and get something to eat, get a shower, get something to eat, and that was time for bed. You know what I mean? Go to bed for a few hours, get up and do it all over again. It wouldn't have been bad if I lived closer to the job, you know what I mean? Driving at 2 hours one way, a little over 2 hours one way every day. Well, yeah, that was the worst part. Then get there, get my truck started warming up, get on, get fuel in it. Then drive an hour and something to the bakery to get my load for the day. That was Monday mornings. Then start my day out. Come back home after my route was done. And then go back down to Baker again Monday evening. Pick up my load for Tuesday. Get it, put in a truck, square it away. Drive the truck back to the yard. Get out of the truck, go home. Wouldn't have to get up so early then because the truck was already done and loaded. I could leave a little later in the day on Tuesdays. Get down to work, do my run. Boss will say, hey, can you go down and load the truck for the other guy that does on Wednesdays and Saturdays? He'd be like, because we swap. We use the same truck. He's like, can you go down and load the truck up? I'm like, yeah. He paid me cash to do that, so I'd run down and get that loaded. Load that truck up for him, come back, go home. I had that Wednesday off, which was great. But then I'd have to get up early enough because he wouldn't go down and load the truck up for me. Oh no, that was too much work for him. So I had to go down and load it up myself on Thursdays. And then come back Thursday, go down and load the truck back up, and so I just sleep in a little bit extra on Friday. And then come back and run down and fill the truck up for him for Saturday. Like, hey, yeah. Like, why can't he go down and load it up for me once? Well. That's one of the worst parts about it was loading the truck. Unloading wasn't bad because, you know, it stunk, but I mean, it wasn't as bad as like loading a whole truck up for all your stops for the next day or for that day, you know. Because when you usually do your stops, you're only taking like taking 3 or 4 items, you know, like putting like 100 some pieces in it all at once, or 200 some pieces in it at once, you know, like pies and cakes and like 3 different kinds of pies and cookies and breads and, you know, all the big good stuff, you know, your cakes and, you know. Like the bread wasn't bad because it all went to just like one restaurant. Well, I can't say that because some of the breads did go to a couple of the grocery stores, but like the real long your like Italian loaves and stuff like that, they went to all one restaurant, and like sub buns, they went all to one restaurant. They're the only ones that wanted them, so. But yeah, like loaves of bread that that I had to deliver, they went to like a couple small like corner like quick grocery stores and stuff like that, you know, like a smaller mom and pop grocery stores, not your big chain ones, you know. But I made good money, so I was on salary, so rich. The faster I did the job that day, the more money I made. The longer it took me to do the job, the less money I made. You know, but I still made the same amount. It just took me more hours, so I made less an hour to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and then the truck broke down, and then that went against you, and you know, made your day even longer. It broke down. The alternator went out on this truck one time. I was only a half mile from the garage. I was only like a mile something away from the garage, Well, I got it limped to that garage before the battery went dead on it. Because when the battery light come on, I'm like, oh, okay. And it was still running, so I went out and I undid the battery terminal, pulled it off, and it shut off. I'm like, oh, it needs on there. Hurry up, put the terminal back on, tightened it up, and fired the truck back up, and went and got to the garage. And that truck called for 4 different alternators. The first one they got was wrong. The second one they got was the wrong one. The third one they got was the wrong one. The fourth one, I mean, this wasn't like 10 minutes for them to figure out this was the wrong one. It was like half hour in between each one. You know, from the local Napa store. The one of the guys couldn't drive down there and get it. No, the guy, they'd call down, the delivery guy would come and drop it off, and then they would take that one back and it was like an hour, half hour, 45 minutes in between each one. Like, oh, this is ridiculous, I said. Yeah, it's not, Yeah, and you guys are getting charging my boss by the hour to fix this thing, and if I had the tools in the truck to fix it, I'd have fixed it myself. I'd have went to Napa and pulled in their parking lot and did a retake our parking lot. I guess I should have had my beacons on. There we go. Yeah, so that made for a long day. You know, sitting there waiting for him to get the truck fixed. You know. Called the boss, said I'm going to be running late, blah, blah, blah. I told him what was going on. He's like, oh no. Yeah. So by the time it got fixed, it was late in the day by the time it got fixed. He's like, he calls and said, you might as well just, I guess you might as well just come back, because most of your stops, some of the stores, they're going to be closed. You ain't going to be able to get in there anyway. So you might as well just come back home, and I'll go with you tomorrow. We'll double them stores. We'll double up on them stores that you missed. We'll kick them out tomorrow. So that's what he goes, go down, load the truck up, and on your way back, he goes, you're closer. You might as well just go straight there, load the truck up for tomorrow, and we come back tomorrow, and when come in tomorrow, I'll go with you, and we'll double up on these, that way you're not killing yourself on all these extra stops. Because it'll make for a longer day. We'll get it done quicker if two of us do it than just one. So that's what we did the next day. He didn't have to. He could have just been like, yeah, well, you gotta do it all tomorrow yourself, you know. But yeah, I got that done, and I think the truck only ever broke down like twice. The alternator was the worst one. That's why the one I can remember. It was the worst. Got a flat tire once. Roadside service come out, they fixed it like lickety split. It wasn't, they were there done like real quick. Like, hey, thanks for a quick service. Like, yep, no problem. Heck, I just used my lunch break for that one because it went so quick. I'm like, oh, that was quick. I was like, yeah, it's just on there. We'll get in and get out real quick, and yeah, I'll be done. Yeah, 3 different ones. Yeah, the worst part about it is that alternator fit the 3 old. It took like 3 different alternators for the same motor. the same truck, same motor, 3 different alternators. Depends what. One, it depended if it had air conditioning. One, and then the other ones is was the bolt patterns were different because the brackets were different. I'm like, why don't they just use all the same one and been done with this, you know? But no, that's a Zuzu for you. I can't remember the year that truck was. A Zuzu box truck is what it was. It ran good for an automatic. I was surprised it ran. It went up and down the hills as well as it did for an automatic. Little diesel motor in it. Like I think it was only like a 4-cylinder diesel in that thing. Right up and down the hills pretty good. We had steep hills I had to climb and go up and down too. Pretty steep ones, hills to climb, like mountains. Come down the other side, you know, you just kick her down a gear and it didn't have an engine brake on it, Jake brake type deal on it. You have to have a commercial driver's license for it. You know, you had to have a class. Actually, I was just under the weight limit to not have the next class up from regular driver's license. It was just under the weight. Now, when the truck was fully loaded, it might have been a little. So, you know, if they probably got stopped, they would have waited. They could have been iffy on it. Yeah. I just said, here, let me get my 250-pound ass out and then weigh it and see. Then weigh, we'll be good to go. You know, not quite 250 pounds, but back then it's probably like 220, 230, something like that. Maybe 225. That's about where I'm at now. So. Yeah. I admit I like that job. No one to bother you, you know, your own boss, you know, you got to pretty much quicker you did your job that day, the faster you got home, the more money you made, basically, and still got the same amount of paycheck when Friday you rolled around as, you know, as the last Friday was, you know. No matter how many hours you worked, you got paid the same. When I first started there, it was like, this ain't worth the money, you know, because it was like, I love it. I'm like, damn, I'm only making this much money. But then, after I started getting the route down, I started getting the hang of it and doing it quicker. I was like, yeah, I'm starting to make some pretty decent money now, yeah. Because the first, like, first week and a half, the boss rode with me, showed me the route, the first week. Well, the first whole week, and then part of the next week he rode with me, showed me the route. Because the route was the same. Like Monday's route was the same. Every Monday and every Thursday was the same, and Tuesdays and Fridays was the same. So it's not like I had 4 different routes. I had just 2 routes. Just just had to remember where the stores were and remember how to go. That's it. It's not like today, you go to GPS stuff and it tells the driver, yeah, you go to this store next and you do this one. Yeah, no. No, you had to remember where to go. Wouldn't be as bad as FedEx or UPS or any other like postal delivery type things. Or you have to go to people's houses and stuff, you know what I mean? That's when the GPS would come in handy. Yeah. Yeah, I used to know every single name, pretty close to where every single name of the roads in town and outskirts of town before, and then whenever they updated the 911 system, yeah, it went, yep, now they name every single alleyway, and everything's all different, and it's like, yep. Yep. All that went out the window. Remember where most of the roads stayed the same, but they added some sections that used to be that name. They changed the name of it because, it's an extension of that, and so they don't call it that anymore. They call it something different. It's like, oh, yeah. Like, okay. Them school buses on this one here too, they're ruthless. Cars are, period. Them school buses, they're the worst. What the heck's a school bus doing running around at 16:23 hours, like at 9 o'clock at night? What are you doing out running around? There ain't no school in right now. They shouldn't be out on the roads. Hey, school bus shouldn't be out past 5 o'clock in the evening, Shouldn't be out before 6 o'clock in the morning too. Yeah, they run all night long in this map. There goes another one. Well, I think I'm gonna call a stream here. Thanks everybody for watching. Everybody have a great day. Great rest of your week. Have a good night if it's nighttime for you. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully maybe tomorrow night I'll be back on. I'm not quite sure yet, but most likely. And we will see you guys on the next one. Have a great one.